Morning. Every time I try to make this video, somebody calls on the phone and messes it up. So I'll start it over again. First things, I want to thank everybody that made a comment. I think you guys were way kind. The staff did turn out nice, but I really appreciate all the comments. I really do. I run out of gold wire. I gotta go get some today. Gotta wear all my PPEs. And a friend of mine in the UK, Bry, the Ramblings of Bry, I call him a hippie. But anyway, he was vomiting up blood, and then he went to the hospital and ended up contracting COVID, where he had it or not before he got there, I don't know. But he's doing a little bit better now. He's home, thank God. And I sat there thinking about the past. That's what I'm doing this morning. And I shouldn't do that. I should think about the future, things I'm going to do, not things I've already done. But I sat there chuckling about me and my wife. We worked all the damn time. We worked 16-hour days. Oh, like I said, hell, I tried all kinds of professions. Hell, I was a welder, a painter, let's see what else. Not house painter. I went to German school to be a painter. Let's see, and then I was a welder, went to welding, learned how to be a welder. And then I did all kinds of odds and end jobs. But the funniest thing me and my wife ever got ourselves into is we took a job cleaning bars or nightclubs. And we had, let's see, the Bombay Hut, the Sports Page, the White House Tavern, and there was another one. The Clementine. That was a male strip bar, by the way. And there was one more. We had 4 or 5 of them. 5, I think, total. But anyway, when we get to the Clementine, they had beautiful dance floor out there. And me and my wife would dance, because back in the 60s, I won a dance contest way back there. I was in my 30s. Anyway, yeah, I think I was in my late 30s, whatever. And that's back when they really danced. Or was it the 50s? Hell, I can't remember. Back there. I ain't too good on some kind of dates. But anyway, we'd go to Clementine, and I decided I want to get my bar license. I'd already attended bar at the White House Tavern, but it was mainly a beer bar. It wasn't an alcohol bar, wine bar or whatever you want to call it. It was just a beer bar. And then I decided I wanted to, in the state I lived in, you had to have a liquor license, a bar license to mix drinks. So I got that, and I was working at the Clementine. Well, since it was a male strip bar, the bartenders didn't wear no shirt, and they had little white cloths and a little white collar, and we made drinks for these women. But anyway, the woman that run the Clementine seen me and my wife dancing on the floor, and she said, "Well, why don't he dance on stage?" She said he'd make a lot of money. I said, "Well, first damn thing," my wife wouldn't let me in the first place. I wouldn't have wanted to. It was the funniest thing. I told her, I said, "Ma'am," I said, "I've got 2 girls. That'd be something to explain what's your daddy do for a living?" "Well, he's a male stripper." I said, "Shit." But that was funny. After that, that woman always tried to flirt with me. My wife made me quit that job. What else we was doing then? She was working hard to get her nursing license, and I was going to college to become a biologist, get my doctorate. And, but like I said, I could explain that to my grandkids. I'm like, oh, what Daddy do for a living? Oh, he's a male stripper. That was funny. Working behind the bar with no shirt on was bad enough. But them women tip good, that's one thing. What else? Then I set up at the carnivals and was draw pictures, people's faces on paper, make characters of their faces and sell that. We did all kinds of crazy things to try to make money. I did that when I was older, when the kids were in college. The girls were. It takes a lot of money to send kids to school, and hell, well, like I said, I just barely got it. Well, actually, I had two of them in college when I was still trying to finish up. So basically, we had three of us in college. And after I did all that, if I'd have known what I know now, I wouldn't have. Like I said, I made most of my money doing other things, other kind of employment, owning other kind of businesses. Actually, when I got finished of all that stuff, I probably didn't do that for 10, well, I worked for the EPA for a while when it started up. I worked in the lab about 40 years, but it was not at the full capacity, if you know what I mean. Maybe I was a lab tech, maybe I was an assistant to something. But about the last 10 years, I became boss, and it paid a lot more. Well, we needed the money too, and besides that, we needed the insurance. By then, my wife was sick. But about the time I finished up schooling, hell, my life was winding down. If I had it all to do over again, hell, I'd have just stayed with other kind of stuff. We didn't, like I said, when the kids got out of school or whatever, we did invest money in businesses like phone companies and stocks and bonds and whatever. Prepared for my old age. My wife died too damn young. Left me making crap. Keeping myself busy. I get up this morning, I was a little mad at her. But anyway, that's why I was sitting there thinking about the past. We should have spent more time together instead, like I said, working all the damn time. I didn't mind working. That's one thing me and her did. We was workaholics. Babysitters, or when the kids got older, they sort of raised themselves. My oldest daughter still complaining. Mom and Dad was never around when I was in high school. No, we sure wasn't. We was trying to feed you and go to school ourselves, and she'd write, we're out of milk, we're out of butter. She'd write it on the refrigerator door, and we'd pick it up on the way home. But that's back in the day. Now I'm just an old man sitting there dreaming about the past. And that's something you should never get into, sitting there dreaming about the past. Look forward to the future, what things you're going to do. Like I said, this weather breaks, and this is January, the end of January. Maybe it's February now. Hell, I don't know. But anyway, I'm waiting for March, the end of March, 1st of April, because I'm out of here. My friend Frida, she was still on the court side. I should have stayed longer out there. But next year, I'm thinking about shutting this house down, winterize it, and then I'm going to take off. my last 10 years of life, I really want to do things. That's what I think. I'm not going to go abroad no more. I'm not going out of the continental United States. If I go to, I ain't going to Alaska or Hawaii either. Or Puerto Rico or anything else. Anything that's, I'm just going to stay between the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, Canada, and Mexico. Continental United States. If I do go over to Mexico, it'll be like a day trip. Or go over to Canada, it'll be a day trip. Yep. I'm still looking for my winter place. I thought it would be out there by Courtside, but it's too dang windy, dusty, and nasty. I've got plenty of summer places to go to that I bought. I need to find me a winter place. A friend of mine, R.B. Deb, she's trying to find her a place in Florida. I don't like Florida. Rains all the damn time. But it don't last by an hour or so. I never was crazy about Florida. I lived in Wauchula. Maybe that's what it was. It was southern central Florida. Yeah. For you trolls, you can look it up. It's basically swampy, Everglades type land. And that's set to remind me of that Cajun girl I used to go to date years ago. I was only about 14. She lived in the bayou. An old guy that lived down there, I got an appointment when I was hitchhiking across the world, United States. He had about 7 or 8 daughters, one EDD son. I'm calling it EDD son. He's handicapped or something was wrong with him. But he had some beautiful daughters, now I ain't lying. And them girls, they'd go out there and work them traps and everything else just like a man would. It's a wonder I didn't marry one of them. Boy, they can rattle like Cajun off. It's a mixture between English, French, and I want to call just slang language, you know. She was pretty though. That's what happens when you're a kid. I've got to get up and do something. It's getting close to 10 o'clock. I've been trying to make this video since about 8 o'clock. Every damn time I try to make it, damn thing, somebody call me or whatever, and I mess up my whole damn video. Yeah, don't think about the things you did in life. Think about the things you're going to do in life. Don't think about the past, think about the future. I don't have it. Everybody said, well, I don't have no regrets. Everybody has a few regrets. You know, I regret my wife not living long enough for us to enjoy our old age. Or maybe our ancient old age. My wife was not a traveler. I took her a few places. She really didn't like foreign land. She didn't like, she didn't like camping. Her camping was staying at Hilton. With a garden. Yeah. She couldn't swim a lick. So she didn't like cruises, because that was water. Let's see, she didn't like the beach because that was water. She didn't like islands because it was surrounded by water. She's afraid of heights because she didn't like flying. I said, well, how in the hell are we going to get around? Can't fly, you can't take a cruise. We rode a lot of trains. God, back in the day. I'm going to let you guys go. Talk to you guys later. I've got to get out and do some things. But I do appreciate everybody that made a comment. Thank you guys. Sometimes that's uplifting. I'm going to start making some copper bracelets and copper rings, I think. Yeah. Talk to you guys later. Have a great day. I got to get out and go do something. Don't worry, I'll put on my PPEs. My dogs are dreaming. Talk to you later.